one quarter. Hallie came in, settled in with some threes as our opening tip-off here between Albrecht and Orth. Thanks for tuning in to the Snow College pregame show. It's always fun, these quick pregames, as the tip won by Richfield. Jolly had it taken from behind by Timothy. Amaya crosses over, looks to get into the lane, will spin, crossover, pump fake, dump off inside, and a turnover. Cameron Knutson.
Boy, the backside helped really quick there. Knutson with a nice job.
Winters left-hand dribble, gets into the paint, sends it back out high to Jolly. Right hand, Knutson with it now on the right side. Left-hand dribble, gets in the paint. Tough runner, well defended by the Dinos. And here comes Orth. Orth with the right hand, gets inside. Pump fake from Sorensen. She'll take a wild shot. Well defended by Winters. She grabs a good rebound there.
I'll tell you, both these teams have taken tough shots to start this game. They've been running and have a defender right in their face.
Winters with the pump now gives right side Albrecht. Albrecht's had a fantastic junior season. Jolly with it now on the left side. Right-hand dribble, gives to Albrecht, pumps. Took a while for Abby to get going last night. Canyon did a nice job on her, and we'll see how Carbon's size affects her in the third matchup between these two. Bounce pass inside, goes to Albrecht after a slight deflection. 5 on the shot clock. Abby turns, shoots, spins, can't finish. Good defense from Orth, and the rebound comes down inside to Curtis. So a good defensive start for both teams.
Yeah, and a tough move. She had a hard angle. When she spun back to the right, couldn't get it to go.
Orth on the left side, pump fakes, left-hand dribble, looks to attack, right hand, no. Timothy fights for the rebound, and it comes down to Brielle Jolly.
Honestly, that's the best luck either team's had, and couldn't quite get it to go.
Jolly with it up high, gives right side to Evanson now. Abigail will look to drive it, get to the rim for 2. That's off. Rebound inside by J.C. Jensen.
And that was a good look.
Steal by Knutson in transition. Cameron now looks to push, a 2-on-2 break. Cameron lowers the shoulder, takes it up and in. That's no good. Great look. Rebound, Timothy. Timothy now on the left side, looks to attack. Had a quiet game yesterday. Scoops and scores, and Carbon's on the board. 2-0, 2 minutes in.
Yeah, got underneath there and just scooped it up back and put it in.
Ball goes on the left side to Knutson. Evanson and her playing hot potato with this 1-2-2 trap. Evanson's got it, going to lob it inside. Albrecht sends to the corner. Winters for 3, blocked. They call a foul here on the Dinos. Is this going to be 3 free throws?
That will give her 3 free throws, yes.
Orth's going to pick up the foul. So Sarah Winters, 73% on the year at the line, one of the better free throw shooters for the Wildcats.
And the angle, the official looking straight down on the angle, had a better angle than any of us.
First shot is up, no good. Still 2-0 for the Dinos. 2 more free throws here for Sarah Winters. The senior, also a volleyball star for the Wildcats, connects. And Richfield's on the board with that free throw. 1 more for Richfield. After a slow start for both teams, Winters has a chance to tie it here at the line. Shots up and down, ties us at 2, 5:38 left in the first quarter.
I will say this, if you're either team, you don't care less about how you score, whatever. You just want to have 1 more point than your opponent at the end of this game, at least.
Orth on the right side, left-hand dribble, looks to spin. Hands off Timothy. Timothy defended well in this zone. Picks up her dribble, looking to go somewhere with it. Finds J.C. Jensen. Jensen will get in the paint, send it up top. Right side, Curtis with it. Now to Orth. 10 on the shot clock. Madison's going to skip it over to Sorensen. 8 on the shot clock now. Something needs to happen here for the Dinos. Orth with a deep NBA range 3. It falls short. Long rebound. Albrecht lets it go out of bounds. Richfield gains possession.
Yeah, and you look at these 3 circles on the court as you're looking on Centricom. And the short one is high school. The middle one's college girls. And the back one is college boys. So the pro line's even further back.
Yeah. Evanson gives up top to Albrecht. Right-hand dribble from Abby. Gives to Knutson. Cameron with it, right side, will pump fake. Left-hand dribble, look to get into the basket. Layup with the left hand, no. Rebound, Orth. Transition opportunity here for the Dinos. Gives it back to the running Sorensen. Lowers the shoulder, offensive foul. Sarah Winters fired up after taking the charge.
And Sarah had a sprained ankle through some of the season, has come back strong, and Richfield really needs to have her.
One of the best defenders on the team, no question. Ball goes up top to Albrecht, and the shot clock never started. Here with 4:33 remaining in the first quarter. As it's down to 32 seconds now. Clock operator having a conversation with the official. And it will be sign out of bounds still for the Wildcats here on this possession. 4:32 left.
Yeah, Carbon made the first basket. Richfield tied it at 2. Richfield's never led in this game.
2 free throws from Winters, and then she took the charge on the other end. So Sarah having a big impact early in this one. And trying to get this clock right now, it's at 42.8. We had an issue with the clock yesterday during a timeout where it dropped to 20 seconds when there was 2 minutes left.
How about the one clock that completely stopped and the other 3 were working?
During Manti American Heritage, yeah.
And what a crazy game in that game.
That was fun.
It was 84-77.
Barn burner.
A lot of points in that one.
4:28 left. The clocks are all set. 31 on the shot clock here as Jolly will trigger. Gets it into Evanson. Abigail with it straight away. Looks to attack off the dribble. Pulls it back over to Jolly. Hallie James will check in next whistle. Lob inside. Orth defends beautifully. Gets the steal.
That's a tough pass trying to get over Orth.
Bringing it down on the right side. It's Jensen. Gives up top. Orth will drive right to the rim. Travel. Interesting call. Goes the other way to Richfield.
Well, she took an extra step as she got around the defender. Then it looked like maybe she's got a foul because I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
But that step got her around and gave her an advantage, and that's what the officials saw.
Tied at 2. 4:06 left here in the opening quarter. Hallie James in. Hit 7 threes last night in their win over Canyon View. Goes lob inside. Turn. Albrecht can't finish with the left hand. Takes it back up for 2, and the lead is Richfield's for the first time tonight. 4-2, 3:51 left.
And very patient. The rebound came back down to her, and she put it back up and in.
Orth with Timothy with the basketball. Looks to come off the screen from Orth. Good pick and roll. Deflected right to Orth. She takes the shot, count it, and the foul. Madison Orth with a chance for a three-point play.
And she's a real workhorse for this Carbon team.
Started since she was a sophomore, she and Timothy. She shoots it at 73% on the year. Does Madison. Tied at 4. Free throw here from Orth is up. Beautiful stroke, nothing but the bottom of the net. 5-4, the lead in favor of Carbon. They're going to press a little bit here as Evanson goes right side Knutson. Now back Evanson. Move it left to Knutson in the corner, Janes. Hallie's going to skip it cross court to Jolly. Jolly will pump. Look to dribble drive. Loses it for a moment. Regains. Has it deflected. Ends up in the hands of Evanson. 15 on the shot clock. Knutson thought about the deep 3. Now goes Evanson. Needing to rotate it. They give to Janes. Hallie with 8 on the shot clock. Goes in. Abby Albrecht up, under, turns, shoots, misses. Well defended inside by Sorensen.
Yeah, just a little too hard off the glass. I like the move, though.
Orth thought about the 3 right side. Looking to go somewhere with it. And we're going to get a foul on Jolly as Samaya Timothy was trying to post up with 2:54 left in the first. Sub here for the Wildcats. Kate Anderson's going to check in, replacing Jolly. Kate did a nice job last night, Katie Anderson. 13, J.C. Jensen to inbound baseline. Lobs into Orth. Albrecht gets a deflection, ends up in Orth's hands. It's deflected out and will stay Carbon basketball. A few seconds come off the shot clock.
Yeah, having trouble getting the lob in. Orth, fortunate, didn't get that turned over. Just her athleticism kept it.
Right. Give and go with Jensen inside. Blocks. Great block by Knutson. Albrecht now leads the break for the Cats. Looks to attack. No one stops the basketball. Coast to coast like butter on toast. Abby Albrecht with the lay-in, and the Wildcats take a 6-5 lead.
And how big was it? She didn't wait for that ball to see if it went out of bounds. She grabbed it, and that was a smart play.
One of the top rebounders here in 3A. Orth with a good pump fake. Gets to the rim. Left hand finish from Madison Orth. Back and forth we go. How many lead changes is that, Rick?
That is the 3rd lead change we've had.
2:10 to go here, opening period. I know you keep track of that. That's why I ask. Ball goes in the backcourt. That should be over and back, and it is.
Well, the only way that's backcourt, and they must have felt it was, all 3 points have to be across the court. And the official obviously looking right down there felt that they were.
Ball goes back to Carbon. 6-7. Dinos lead it with possession here.
Thank Barrett Hilt for his camera production replay on that.
Got a great crew this weekend. It's always the A-team.
He always proves me wrong on something. I just love it. Does a great job.
J.C. Jensen with the basketball up top, guarded by Katie Anderson. Minute 56 left here in the first. Jensen with it on the right side. Going to look to attack, gives to Orth up top. Madison with it, left-hand dribble, spins, looks to get by the defender, count it, and a foul. Sarah Winters picks up the foul. Madison Orth has had a really strong impact on both ends early in this game, Rick.
Well, she's the key player for this Carbon team. She's the one you got to control. Not that there aren't other good players, but she's really the key.
Minute 44 left. 3-point lead for the Dinos. Orth looks to complete the three-point play. And she does. 10-6. Under 2 to go here in quarter number 1. The ball goes left side to Evanson. They get it to Winters. Sarah with the left-hand dribble gives corner. Janes, open triple. It's up. Buckets. Callie Janes right on cue. Flick of the wrist and a swish, and it's 9-10.
Even when she misses a lot of times, it's really close. You just love to see her shoot the ball.
Orth on the right side looks to attack. Up, under for 2. Good defense from Winters. Offensive rebound, Curtis. She misses. Winters grabs the rebound and looks to push for Richfield.
A very tough corkscrew shot there.
Ball goes up to Janes. Right side, minute 8 remaining. Hallie calls out a new play, gives left side to Katie Anderson. 10-9, it's been a close one here early. Dinos lead. Janes comes off the elevator screen 3. In and out, a great look there from Hallie Janes.
Very close, it rimmed in and out. It looked like it was going to go. I love that shot.
Yeah, beautiful play design with the 2 screens. Timothy looks to attack off the dribble, crosses over, dumps it off inside. Knutson steals it. 42 ticks left here in the quarter. Cameron pushes in transition. No one's going to stop the basketball. Goes right at the rim. We're going to get a block. Yes, it's a blocking call. And Cameron Knutson will go to the line with 35.4 left in the quarter.
Yeah, I'm watching this replay here. And there's a little hesitation by the officials, but I think they got it right.
You know what I like with Knutson, tried to avoid the defender, stepped to her side a little bit on that shot. Cameron 64% on the season, gives you 10 points, 6 rebounds a game. Knutson name runs well in this Richfield program. First one's up, in and out. One more coming here for Cameron. 35.4 on the clock, each team with 3 team fouls here in the opening period of play in this semifinal. Winner moves on tomorrow night for a date with the Emory Spartans. It's going to be a Region 12 team will be the champion this year. Second one drops, tied at 10. We'll get Audrey Stewart in here.
We were tied at 2. We were tied at 4. We've had 4 lead changes, and now we're tied at 10. So 4 lead changes, 3 ties.
Jensen with the basketball on the right side, looks to attack off the dribble. Crosses between her legs, loses it. Timothy loses it for a moment, recovers. 22 seconds left. Amaya looks to cross over, gives up top. Madison Orth now. Orth will look to go somewhere with it, goes back door, and it's another turnover to Sarah Winters. A lot of contact from behind and definitely a foul on Carbon. And Amaya Timothy is on the floor in pain here with 11.1 left. That's the 14th foul, so it won't be shooting. Next one will be if they commit another foul with 11 seconds left here in the quarter. As it'll be baseline out of bounds for Abigail Evanson here. One more possession for Richfield.
And Abby does a great job, just her floor game, controlling things.
Hesitation from Anderson, sends to Winters, 5 on the clock, gets it up to Janes, deep right, straightaway 3, it's no good. Out of bounds, 0.7 of a second left.
Had the right distance, but to the right.
1.2 is what they're going to put back on the clock. Here with a tie game at 10. As Jensen to inbound, goes to Timothy, and she'll just hold it to end the quarter. Tied at 10 after 1. Second quarter action coming up next here on TeamHive.live, the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, ETV, and KSLSports.com.
As a parent, you never want to see your child struggling with suicidal thoughts. But today, the threat is hidden deep within their phones. That's why I rely on Bark. Built by parents, for parents, Bark's award-winning dashboard monitors text messages, emails, and over 30 different apps and platforms for potential safety concerns. Hey, can we talk?
We at Centricom want to help every family protect their children. Get Bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Ashley Steck at Steck Investments in Richfield is an independent local agent, meaning he can shop all available companies to find the right plan for you. Steck Investments handles pensions, 401k rollovers, IRAs, life and health insurance, Medicare supplements, drug plans, and dental plans. Call Ashley today at 435-979-0007 to find the best investment and insurance plan for you. Steck Investments, 635 North Main Street in Richfield. For all your insurance and investment needs, call 979-0007.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. Second quarter of play. We'll have our Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show coming up here in 8 minutes. Well, Rick, when you say even play, we're tied. So the scoreboard does not lie there, tied at 10.
Yeah, and Orth was doing all of it for Carr, but she's really pushed this. And for Richfield, it's been spread around.
Timothy, up, under, off the rim, and back out. Fight for the board. Jolly saves it into the hands of Knutson. Cameron over on the left side with it. Gives it back up top. Jolly, right side, Winters. Left-hand dribble from Sarah into Abby Albrecht. Draws a crowd of Dinos. Spin move, goes reverse, finishes, and the foul. Abby Albrecht, what a take on the baseline.
And I think that's going to be the second on Orth. We'll have to see.
Yeah, they do call it on Madison. She's got two. That could be a critical moment in this game early.
She tries to do so many things because she's a talented ball player.
She's terrific. Free throw coming here for Abby Albrecht. Shots up. No good. Rebound comes down inside to Sorensen. 12-10, Richfield leads it. Amaya Timothy with the left-hand dribble. So crafty and creative with the ball. 6 assists per game to go along with her 19 points. Lulls the defender to sleep. Takes the three. It's off. Albrecht gets the rebound. Fighting for it was Curtis.
Boy, Albrecht's had a terrific first half on the boards.
Jolly catches left corner. Now back to Knutson. Straight away Winters. Sarah left-hand dribble. Gives left side Knutson. Now Jolly's got it. Jolly with the basketball. Pump fake's going to give it now. Left side. Over on the right wing to Knutson. Ball goes to Jolly.
They've gone to a man-to-man.
Jolly looks to attack. Out of bounds. It's going to be Carbon basketball. Here with 6:48 left. Subs for the Dinos. Orth's going to sit with the 2 fouls. They'll bring in Bailey Johnson, a sophomore. Now, Orth, the tallest player on the Dinos, but brings a lot of craftiness and ball handling, can create for herself and others as well.
Well, she's just really a good player.
Timothy on the right side looks to cross over, get into the lane, send it over in the corner. 3 from Sorensen's on the way, and that's good. A good 3 from Kylan Sorensen. Lead back to Carbon, 13-12. 6:28 to go in the first half.
6th lead change now here.
Jolly gives right side to Winters. Left side Knutson. Cameron takes the 3, left wing. Strong, Winters offensive rebound. Tries to defend it away and does. Sends it back out. Janes on the left side. Dumps it into Albrecht, left block. Deflected by Timothy. Out of bounds. Good job by Cameron Knutson. She almost boxed her out there, preventing her from getting that steal before it went out.
Yeah, and she didn't feel like she could get it cleanly, so she turned her back and made sure no one could get it.
Janes to inbound. 6:09 on the game clock. 27 on the shot clock. Beautiful entry pass to Albrecht. Bounces to Winters. Sarah takes it up and is fouled, and Sarah will go back to the free throw line with 6:05 left in the half.
Yeah, and it's a man-to-man defense here, and I think a lot of that is because James is in the game. You don't like to zone this Richfield team.
Yeah, Janes was, again, 7 made three-point shots yesterday. Free throw up and down. Sarah's now 3 of 4 at the line. She'll get one more. Good start for Winters on both ends. She's played great defense tonight as well. Shots up. Strong. Long rebound. Knutson tracks it down. Gives to Winters. Now back to Knutson. Cameron. Open corner 3. It's short. Rebound comes down inside to Jensen. JC with the crossover. Jolly picks her up. Jolly falls. Straightaway 3. Sorensen's up. That's good. Back-to-back threes from Kylan Sorensen. 16-13 now after Richfield tied it at the free throw line.
Yeah, Sorensen's done a nice job when she's had those 2 open looks.
Skip pass to Knutson. Now Winters baseline. Bounces into Albrecht. Albrecht fouled inside by Bailey Curtis. 5:35 to go before halftime. That's going to be third team foul on the Dinos here in the second. None for Richfield so far. I like Richfield's desire to play an inside-out game, Rick. That always means good things. Inbound play, corner three, Janes. Nothing but the bottom. Hallie Janes with the three off the inbound.
Did you like what they did? She passed it inbounds, ran to the corner. They got it to her, and she drilled it.
Textbook. Out of bounds, baseline out of bounds play. 16 apiece, 5:19 to go here in the first half. Again, these two teams met twice during region play. Both teams win on the opposing team's court in blowouts.
Yeah, it's funny. You and I are thinking the same thing.
It's been the weirdest stat I've seen all year long as Jensen turns, shoots, misses, rebound Jolly. Wildcats doing a good job limiting extra chances for Carbon. Knutson gives to Albrecht. Free throw line extended, pumps, lowers the shoulder, drives right wing, lays it up and in for two. Good power move from Abby Albrecht, and the lead is back to Richfield. 4:47 to go, 18-16.
Seventh lead change here in the first half.
Richfield, let's see here. Looks like a bench warning here on Richfield. Here with 4:39 left. Saying you got to sit down quicker, I guess. Ball's going to come in here to Bailey Johnson and now back to Jensen. Both Timothy and Orth on the bench. Timothy, actually, I just went to the locker room. Keep an eye on that. Sorensen has it deflected. Gets it over right side to Johnson. She'll drive baseline. Lose it off her foot. Out of bounds. It goes to Richfield. Sarah Winters again. Calling her name a lot, Rick, in this first half on both ends.
Yeah, she's done a nice job. And, you know, this Richfield has never led by more than two. They have a chance to get ahead by more than that. Carbon's had a 4-point lead.
Shot clock does not start again. And I don't know if we're having just issues starting and stopping the shot clock. But this is the second time here. As, again, it's an 18-16 lead for Richfield. If you just joined us, it's been a fun back and forth one to start, Rick. A lot of ties, a lot of lead changes.
Yeah, coming off the game you had between Emory and Grantsville, that was wild. There's no way to describe the final couple minutes of that game.
Emory finds themselves back in the state championship game. Grantsville was, here's what's crazy about Grantsville. They were the number one seed. They graduated their all-time leading scorer last year, Mackenzie Allen. They didn't have a single senior, and they were the number one seed, played really well this year. Janes inside, great entry pass to Albrecht. No, follows the shot. Rebound comes down to Johnson. She's going to get it back over to Jensen. Right side with it's Kylan Sorensen. Trying to get an entry pass in. We'll skip it up top. Two leading scorers for Carbon on the bench here with 4 minutes left in the quarter. Jensen looks to drive. Trying to go somewhere with it. Finds Johnson. Baseline jumper for two. No. Good box out. Rebound to Hallie Janes.
Janes did a nice job of grabbing that rebound.
Knutson thought about the three. Will take it baseline now. Tries to take it up for two. She does so strongly. Is fouled. And Cameron earns herself a trip to the stripe. Four fouls on Carbon this quarter.
Yeah, did a nice job. When you're going along the baseline like that, players like to jump back a little bit, and generally they get the foul call, and she did on that.
Knutson on the season, again, 64%. The senior brings good size at that guard position. Connects. 19-16 now for Richfield.
Large lead of the half for Richfield.
Evanson checks in, replacing Jolly. One more free throw here for Knutson. And it drops. 20-16 our score, 3:34 left before halftime. Evanson nearly comes up with the steal. They get it in. Maddie Ferguson, the junior's in for the first time tonight for the Dinos. Jensen brings it up the floor. Calling for action on the right side to Ferguson. Comes off the screen. Ferguson gives inside, deflected by Albrecht. Winters comes away with it. Sarah leads the break, gives to Knutson. No one stopped the basketball, and Cameron lays it down on the other end. Game-high 6-point lead now. That's what? 9 unanswered for the Cats. It was 16-13. It should be 22-16.
Great pass there as Richfield able to get the transaction layup.
Is it? It should be 22-16 here.
Yes. They'll get it.
Yeah. Dribble drive, shots up and no good, but a foul with 2:50 to play.
And now fans are starting to get excited about the
Yeah.
score being 22.
We got 3 scorekeepers. You always get it right.
Yeah.
Jensen to trigger in, gets it in Sorensen. Sorensen with the basketball right side, trying to go somewhere with it. Goes down baseline to Johnson. Johnson sends back Sorensen in the corner. Johnson, corner 3 is up, off the side of the backboard. Loose, goes back to Johnson and into the hands of Jensen. That is still a live ball. Some people think that's out of bounds. It's not. Jensen on the left side gives straight away here to Johnson.
Doesn't reset the clock, though.
Right.
Got to hit the rim.
10 seconds on the shot clock now. Jensen tries to take a baseline. Good hands from Evanson. Deflects it off of Jensen. Goes back here to the Richfield Wildcats with 2:21 to go.
They still don't have the 2 points on the clock for Richfield.
Yeah.
Should be 22.
No one said anything either, so.
Maybe I was sure Richfield was up there.
There we go. It's on
Yeah,
there now.
there it is.
Yep. Right side drive from Evanson. In the corner, Cameron Knutson with it. She'll look to get to the paint. Goes up, is fouled, and will shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, and she got after the ref on that. You cannot reach down. Had she gone straight, she's not going to get that call, but she swatted down on it.
Yeah, Jensen not happy. That's her second. It's 5-1 on the foul call, so I understand why Carbon's upset, but that was definitely a foul. Free throw no good from Knutson. She'll get one more with a game-high 6-point lead for the Wildcats, looking to get it to 7 here. 2:03 to go before halftime. I'm our Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show coming up. Second one drops from Knutson, 23-16, 2:03 to go before halftime. Jolly will check in. Winters will sit. Good minutes from Sarah Winters in this first half. You mentioned the sprained ankle early in the year. She's looking really healthy out there.
Yeah, I think it was in January a little bit. Talked to her mom. She said, hope that she gets back healthy, and she looks healthy.
Jensen over on the right side, guarded by Evanson. 1:49 to go here in the second quarter. Jensen will look to drive. Just lost her footing, travel. It'll go back.
Yeah, she was
Richfield
okay when she slid, but when she stood up, that created the travel.
Yep.
She was waiting for a foul call, but honestly, I didn't see one.
It'll be Richfield basketball, game-high 7-point lead. It was 16-13, a 10-0 run here by the Lady Wildcats. Evanson crossover, comes off the double screen, gives it inside to Albrecht, turns, shoots, banks, and scores. Yeah, Jane's wide open at the 3, and you had Albrecht in a good position down low. How do you defend that? You don't.
It's interesting you say, because I was thinking the exact same thing. They had 2 wide open players.
Jensen for 3 straight on. That's good. A big 3. That ends a 12-0 Richfield run, and the lead's now down to 6.
Big time shot there. Carbon really needed that basket, and she delivered.
A couple of their stars in foul trouble. Richfield's taking advantage of that. Now a foul out front on Bailey Curtis with 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining.
And
2 free throws coming.
Let's see, that's going to be her
3
third.
on Jensen, or Curtis, excuse me. 2 free throws for Brielle Jolly. First one off the front rim, no good. She shoots it at 64% on the year. One more. Checking in for the Dinos, Sage Vea, the junior. Free throws missed, though. She won't be able to come in. Knutson, offensive board. Jolly loses it for a moment. James has it. Hallie's going to get it back up top now. Under a minute to play, 25-19 our score. Here in this first half, Richfield's really dominated this second quarter. Still a 6-point game. What an entry pass inside. James to Albrecht, and the pump fake and finish beautifully done.
And you can't describe that any better. I thought that pass was never going to make it, and it was pin perfect.
I think those two have done that a lot over the course of the last few seasons. Drive here from Jensen, takes the shot, banks and scores. J.C. Jensen keeping Richfield or Carbon alive.
Yeah, she's been the difference to keep Carbon going. She knows they need her help.
Shot clock's off. Jane's the high runner. No. Could have held for a shot. Carbon sped Richfield up there, and it works. Coming the other way with the basketball is Jensen. 10 seconds on the shot clock here. Screen set high. Jensen, a lot of contact here. We're going to get a foul on Richfield, and it's going to be non-shooting, just the second team foul, as that foul goes on Evanson.
And I'm not sure. I tell you, you got to love Kaylin Sorensen. She's all excited. They got the foul on her. she still was up and excited.
4.7 left. Carbon looking to cut into this before the half. Ball goes in to Ferguson. With 2 and with 1, Carbon just doesn't realize time's running out. Could have had a look. They don't get it. Your halftime score, Richfield 27, Carbon 21. We'll be back with your halftime show next. Brought to you by Jones & DeMille Engineering on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, ETV, and KSLSports.com.
I'm Dr. Winters, a general dentist in Richfield. I invite you to take advantage of our 20 years of experience when it's time to get your wisdom teeth out. We offer IV sedation so you can sleep through the procedure. We are right here in Richfield, so we are close by for all your pre- and post-operative needs. We strive to make the process comfortable, easy, and affordable. Visit wintersdental.com/wisdomteeth or call or text 435-896-6444.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a professional, personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they are committed to providing value beyond the project. It is their goal to create a place where people want to live, work, and enjoy life. Serving our local communities is something they are proud of, and it has been their privilege to do so for the past 40 years. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Drive for a winning team. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis hires reliable drivers with competitive starting pay and raises after 90 days. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and attainable bonuses, and more. Why would you drive for anyone else? Call DP Curtis Trucking for details, 435-893-2900. That's 435-893-2900, or click on dpcurtis.com.
As tax season once again approaches, remember Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield. Kimball & Roberts will save you time and stress this year when they file your state and federal taxes. The tax professionals at Kimball & Roberts know and understand all the new tax codes and lingo, so you don't have to. They can also help you find deductions and credits that you may miss. Skip the stress and headache and visit Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield or call 896-6488.
Mason Machinery has MacDon's M1240 windrower that offers cab features to keep operators safe, comfortable, and productive all day long, including Ultra Glide cab suspension, a high-back multi-adjustable air ride seat, Bluetooth radio, warning beacons, and a fully adjustable steering column. The deluxe option takes it further with heated vented leather seating, power mirrors, and a 360-degree night vision to keep you cutting long after the sun sets. The M1240 is the next level of harvesting performance. Ask Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora about an M1240 for your operation.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Jones & DeMille Engineering halftime show, propelling athletes to be their best both on and off the court. Richfield 27, Carbon 21. Wildcats and Dinos tied after one, Rick. Richfield wins that second quarter 17-11.
Well, foul trouble obviously played a factor in it. Orth, who I think is a marvelous player, but she's got to play within her range and not try and do too much, as she tried to block a shot. And
yeah,
Carbon needs her on the court.
Oh, absolutely. And she was very effective in that first quarter. I think all 8 of her points came in the first quarter. I think she had 8 of their 10 for the Dinos. 5 points from J.C. Jensen, who kind of kept them afloat there at the end of the half. She's also got 4 rebounds and the lone assist for the Dinos. 6 points from Kylan Sorensen. She's hit a pair of threes as well. 1 assist, 10 turnover for Carbon. That's got to change in the second half. And I think with Amaya Timothy back on the floor, that will.
Well, Carbon's more of a create your shot type of team. Richfield's more of an assist type team.
Yeah.
Some teams, like Orth, is generally not going to be a player. If she's going to the basket, she will pass it.
Yeah.
But she's going to create her own shot.
Right. Over on the Richfield side of things, 12 points from Abby Albrecht. How great was she in that first half? Great positioning, and credit her teammates. Great ball movement. Look, 5 assists from 5 different players for Richfield. Kind of fun.
Yeah, and Richfield team, as a collective team, they have played really well. They're playing, sometimes you get a little critical. You think, well, they do this or that. But you got to remember the competition they're playing. This is the second and third best teams in 3A basketball.
We're to the semis.
Yeah,
there are only good teams left.
And so you're going to face tough competition. It's not like you're facing lower teams.
Some of the teams that didn't make it here, 6 points for Cameron Knutson as well, and Hallie Janes hit 2 big threes. How beautiful was that baseline out of bounds play? Hallie inbounds it, cuts right to the corner, wide open three, nothing but the bottom.
That was my favorite play of the game, because passed in, she just cut to the corner, and when she put it up, you just could tell it was good.
Could have done it in her sleep. She knew exactly where to be and what to do. So, again, your halftime score: Richfield 21, Richfield 27, Carbon 21. We're going to take another break here on our Jones and Mill Engineering halftime show. When we come back, keys to the second half for both teams. You're watching and listening to high school playoff basketball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, ETV, and KSLSports.com.
Some hands swing rackets or grip irons. Some make winning plays or navigate steep trails. And some hands heal. They mend broken bones, deliver new life, set us on the right path, and help us feel better again. At Sevier Valley Hospital, our hands are here to help and heal.
Hi, this is Eric Schmutz, President of State Bank of Southern Utah. I want you to know that State Bank is healthy, well capitalized, and we have money to lend. You should know that we have the best lending officers in the state. In fact, State Bank has been ranked the #1 medium SBA lender in Utah for the past 2 years in a row, and we're working hard to make it 3. If you have a project that we can help with or any financial need, please give us a call or stop by any of our 13 offices.
In Richfield, call 896-9287. State Bank of Southern Utah, member FDIC.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Ashley Steck at Steck Investments in Richfield is an independent local agent, meaning he can shop all available companies to find the right plan for you. Steck Investments handles pensions, 401k rollovers, IRAs, life and health insurance, Medicare supplements, drug plans, and dental plans. Call Ashley today at 435-979-0007 to find the best investment and insurance plan for you. Steck Investments, 635 North Main Street in Richfield. For all your insurance and investment needs, call 979-0007.
I'm Dr. Winters, a general dentist in Richfield. I invite you to take advantage of our 20 years of experience when it's time to get your wisdom teeth out. We offer IV sedation so you can sleep through the procedure. We are right here in Richfield, so we are close by for all your pre- and post-operative needs. We strive to make the process comfortable, easy, and affordable. Visit wintersdental.com/wisdomteeth or call or text 435-896-6444.
When Bark detects a digital danger, I receive automatic alerts so that I can deal with problems as they arise, while still respecting my son's privacy by not having to read through every single message. Bark even delivers research-backed recommendations on dealing with the issue. This helps me and my son work together, trust each other, and build a deeper bond. Bark has helped protect millions of children while detecting tens of thousands of severe self-harm situations. Bark brings us closer together.
Get Bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Jones and Mill Engineering halftime show wraps up as we get to the second half here, Rick. Let's start on the Carbon side. I think had some foul trouble. What do you want to see out of them coming out of this third quarter?
Well, I think Carbon's just got to settle down and not continue to foul. They're very, very aggressive, and maybe slow down a little bit of that aggressiveness.
Going to be interesting to see for the Wildcats with a 6-point lead.
I think Richfield's got to continue to go in and out, maybe cut down on a few turnovers, and make foul shots. They missed too many foul shots in the first half.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Second half about to get underway. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Final four winner of this game will get Emory tomorrow night here at the SVC on the campus of Snow College in Richfield. Been always a great venue to host and taking good care of us. Right side, Jolly with it. Going to give left side, right side Knutson in. Good post from Albrecht. Tough scoop. She walked beforehand. Finished with the left hand. It'll go back to the Dinos here with 12 seconds into the half.
Yeah, and it gave her an advantage.
Yeah.
She got around Orth. Orth was very careful not to foul there.
Yeah.
But it got her around her, and she did make it.
Orth hands off. Sorensen thought about the three a little too long because then she missed it. Out of bounds, it goes to the Wildcats.
And that was a long three-point shot, too. Again, with the three lines, so often they set it behind the third one.
Coaches don't love that, by the way. You talk to high school coaches because it does. Your vision, it throws you. See the line, you think that's where you need to shoot it, and take a couple steps in. Jolly left side, gives up top Evanson. Abigail swings to Jolly. She'll pump once, get it back up top. Evanson with it. Backdoor Albrecht pumps, bounces to Winters. Beautiful basketball as Sarah Winters off the assist from Abby Albrecht.
Yeah, Albrecht with a really good pass in the middle of the lane. And Winters delivered with the lay-in.
8-point lead for Richfield. 7 minutes to go in the third. Orth with the left-hand dribble looks to attack. Nice dump off by Orth into Sorensen. She can't finish. Knutson rebounds it.
Oh, but what a great pass.
Left side, Evanson with it. Beautiful bounce. Threads the needle inside to Winters. Game high 10-point lead now for the Wildcats. They were not content, Rip, with a 6-point lead at halftime. They wanted more.
Boy, they've come out on cylinders to start this third quarter. Two good layups.
Right side, Jensen with the basketball. Trying to free up Amaya Timothy. A lot of dribbling, not a lot of action going here as Orth's got it. Trying to go somewhere with the basketball. Left hand looks to spin. Gives it up top to Jensen. JC with it. Trying to get Timothy. They're trying to get Timothy open. She is being followed well by Jolly. 6 on the shot clock. Good move. Can't finish with the left hand. Spin shot no good, but a foul. And that will lead to 2 free throws here for Bailey Curtis with 6:10 to go in the third. They'll give that to Cameron Knutson. And how many is that on Cameron? Her second? 6:10 to go. 2 free throws here now. Curtis shoots at 56% on the year for the Dinos. As a team, both teams shoot it at 65%. Shots up, no good. As the ball heads towards the canvas with 6:10 to go.
And that's the first foul shot missed by the Dinos. They were 2 for 2 in the first half.
One more here for Curtis. Shots up and good. Lead back down to 9. Evanson sends it into Knutson. Now back to Abigail with 6:07 to go here in quarter number 3. Gives left side to Jolly, pumps. Right in the middle to Winters, send it back to Jolly, left wing triple, good. Brielle Jolly, 31% on the year, drills the 3, 34-22 game high, 12-point lead for Richfield.
And all these girls, Camry can shoot from 3. It's not just Hallie Janes.
Orth drives, draws the foul. They'll say it's on the floor, so no free throws.
Yeah, the foul was up high. The whistle came early, even though Orth did the right thing. You want to continue because sometimes you're going to get that call.
Jensen on the baseline gives to Orth. Madison with it, left-hand dribble, looks to attack. Tough shot, well defended by Albrecht. Winters rips it forward. We're going to get, is it a foul?
Yeah, it's going to be a foul.
That's 4 on J.C. Jensen. Or no, excuse me, on Bailey Curtis. That's 4.
Yeah, very aggressive on the rebound. And when you're playing with 3 fouls, sometimes you just got to back off a little bit. Because she's a heck of a player.
Yeah, absolutely. Hallie Janes back in. Evanson will sit as Jolly trots across the timeline. Goes left side, Knutson. Gives to Jane straight away. Orth, absolutely. Look at the intensity of Orth, not letting her get a shot as Jolly, miscommunication with Winters, throws it away. Back to Carbon.
And a little frustrated there because she threw it. There was a zig and a zag.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Timeout to the Wildcats. We'll take it here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, ETV, and KSLSports.com.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Christensen, CTE Director for Sevier, Paiute, and Wayne School Districts. Do you know what career pathways are offered at your high school? Career and Technical Education provides career exploration and career guidance through 35 CTE career pathways. This gives students a direct connection between doing well in high school and being able to transition smoothly to post-secondary opportunities that include on-the-job training, certificate programs, and 2- and 4-year college degrees. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in 34-22. Richfield with a game-high 12-point lead. Good cut timeout there from Coach Peterson. Just wanting to shore a few things up, even with this game-high lead.
Yeah, just to calm them down here.
Jensen across the timeline for the Dinos. Right side, gives it over left side to Johnson. Now Jensen with it again on the right wing. Johnson straight away. Amaya Timothy has just been kind of taken out of the game here. They go low. The spin by Sorensen, good move. Shot's no good. Albrecht rebounds. Abby brings it down now for the Wildcats. 12-point lead, looking to extend that. Albrecht just lost a good strip by Amaya Timothy. Orth now leads the break for Carbon. Euro step up for 2. No. Timothy offensive rebound, sticks it back up. Count it, and a foul. That's a big basket for Carbon. Lead down to 10.
That was just pure hustle that time. Orth looked like she was going to make it. The ball came off, and Richfield was expecting it, I think, the shot to go in. And Carbon got the rebound, put it back up and in.
4:43 to go here in the third. Game was up, lead was up to 12 for Richfield. Timothy can cut it to 9 with the free throw here. Good rotation on the ball, and it goes through. 68% on the year for Amaya Timothy.
Yeah, for a team shooting 65%, they're now 4 for 5 from the foul line.
Jolly with it up top. Gives right side to James. Up top, Winters with it. Inside, the length of Orth. Madison just took it, jumped up and took it away. Crossover in the lane. Right-hand scoop on the left side, and it goes 34-27. Beautiful play from Orth. Her on the floor, big difference for the Carbon Dinos.
Yeah, well, Orth is just a terrific player.
Ball goes left side here to Jolly. Right-hand dribble for Brielle. Looking to set something up, crosses over, gives left side to Knutson. Cameron will look to drive, gets right to the 10 and finishes. What a great drive.
Yeah, Richfield had back-to-back turnovers, and Carbon cashed in. When Richfield's come down, got a shot, percentages have been with him.
Yeah. Jensen with it up top, gives to Orth. Madison looks to attack again, turns, is fouled. Albrecht will pick up the foul. That's 2 shots on Madison Orth.
Yeah, and Orth just had a step on her. You watch this replay.
See what, 2 on Albrecht? Was it 2 on Abby?
And they gave it.
Yeah, that'll be 2.
Yeah.
4th team foul in the Wildcats here in the quarter. So Carbon shoots the rest of the way. Orth misses the first of 2. We'll get Audrey Stewart in as Albrecht will take a seat here.
But see, you said in the second quarter the Carbon fans were complaining of the foul differential. And it's come back the other way.
It all works out.
It just does.
Yeah. Orth connects 36-28. Richfield basketball. 3:39 to go here in the third. Top of the key is Jolly. On the left side, guarded out front by Jensen. He's going to give it to James straight away, guarded tightly by Johnson. Winters with it. Again, Orth just sticking her hand up like a defensive lineman swatting a quarterback pass, gets another turnover. Drive from Jensen. She's fouled. They'll say on the floor, so the basket doesn't count.
Yeah,
but it's free throws either way.
If you watch the NBA, that would be
every time.
Every time, but not in high school. But she'll still get foul shots. Orth has deflected 2 passes at the top of the arch, and really Richfield's, I think, shooting a pretty high percentage in this quarter. It's the turnovers that have been a factor.
Yeah. Abby Albrecht going to check in next with after the first free throw. Katie Anderson as well. Jensen shoots it at 69% for the Dinos. Can cut this to 6 with 2 makes. She hits the first. 36-29. Anderson and Albrecht in. Winters and Stewart will sit. So, one more free throw here for J.C. Jensen. Shots up. And no good. Rebound Janes. We got a lane violation on Richfield here. First time I've seen that called this tournament.
I'd like to see a replay on that.
3:16 to go. One more free throw now for Jensen off the miss. 69% on the year. Hit the first and gets that point back now. 36-30. 3:16 to go in the third. Carbon starting to make a little run. They were down 12. Jolly on the right side gives Knutson straight away. Cameron with the right hand dribble. Fouled by Timothy. Be the second team foul. As you hear the coaching staff from Carbon say, quit reaching. Hey, that's an obvious call. And for Amaya, that's her third. So baseline out of bounds here for Janes with 3:05 to go in the third. Watch Hallie here. We already saw her earlier do this. She sneaks into that corner again. Catches, shoots, scores. Hallie Janes right on cue with a triple.
And I tell you, she kind of reminds me of Jackson Robinson from BYU, the way gets it at a very quick release.
Timeout to the Dinos. We'll take it. 2:55 to go in the third. Richfield 39, Carbon 30 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, teamhive.live, ETV, and KSLSports.com.
Drive for a winning team. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis hires reliable drivers with competitive starting pay and raises after 90 days. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and attainable bonuses, and more. Why would you drive for anyone else? Call DP Curtis Trucking for details, 435-893-2900. That's 435-893-2900, or click on dpcurtis.com.
What's been another fun day of basketball continues. You know, sometimes, Rick, with the consolation games, you kind of wonder how those are going to turn out. They were great. Manti American Heritage, Summit Academy, and Judge. Those were two phenomenal games.
Oh, they were way fun.
And
I'm glad they play them.
Yeah. 9-point lead here for the Wildcats. Screen, Timothy, left-hand dribble, gets to the 10, left-hand finish, beautifully done from Amaya Timothy.
Well, she just cut between the defenders. Richfield very careful not to draw the foul.
Anderson will drive it, give it up top, Knutson. Cameron takes the straightaway three. That's nothing but the bottom of the net.
And Cameron, she's had some good three-point shooting games also. It's not just Hallie, but Hallie is just
Hallie's
really
elite. The rest are really good, yeah. Timothy gets in the paint. Little runner, like that shot from Timothy. 42-34 now with 3:12 to go.
I did check the stats. Hallie had 89 three-pointers according to the state.
Jolly the three. That's wide. Anderson gets the rebound. Looking for some help. Cutting. Knutson tripped and fouled. And we'll see who they call this. If this is on Timothy, that's going to be 4. They're going to talk about who the foul's on here. And it is on Amaya Timothy. That's her 4th personal foul with 1:58 to go in the third quarter. She had to sit in that first half as Ferguson checks in along with, for Carbon, Evanson in for Richfield. So we'll see baseline for Janes. Sends it in. Evanson. Carbon defended that much better. Evanson can't get the layup to go. Rebound inside to Sorensen.
Yeah, she jumped a little early and then had to shoot it.
Left side dribble here from Johnson. Deflected. Knutson. 2 girls diving on the floor for it. And timeout to Carbon. Smart play here. And a tough fall from Kylan Sorensen. Good sportsmanship between her, Knutson, and Janes. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, teamhive.live, ETV, and KSLSports.com.
Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a professional, personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they are committed to providing value beyond the project. It is their goal to create a place where people want to live, work, and enjoy life. Serving our local communities is something they are proud of, and it has been their privilege to do so for the past 40 years. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Well, Rick, some exciting news for the BYU basketball team. Spencer Johnson, now a father. So congrats to Spencer and his wife, Izzy. Spencer's the nephew of our own Mid-Utah Radio's J.D. Fox. Don't know if you knew that. Yep.
No.
Spencer is JD's nephew, so not sure if he's going to play tomorrow. There's a travel. That's a big game for BYU. Back to the action here, travel on the Dinos.
Yeah, and that one was an obvious one.
Yeah.
I don't like a game where they call a lot of ticky travels, but when they use it to an advantage, and that one was just too obvious.
Evanson brings it down, gives up top here to Katie Anderson, the junior. Hesitates, looks to come off the Albrecht screen. Orth comes up on her, gives it to Evanson now. Pump fake, give inside. Albrecht's got a one-on-one, turns, banks, shoots, and scores. It's almost automatic when it's a one-on-one down there for Abby Albrecht.
Yeah, and a nice spin. The ball bounced and went in for. Just got enough push on it.
Lead back to 10, 44-34, under a minute to go. Here in quarter number 3, Orth with the basketball will spin, lose it for a moment. It's tipped out of bounds by the Dinos back to Richfield. Give Hallie Janes a lot of credit moving her feet there.
Yeah, the backside help was really good by that Richfield defense. Orth didn't have room to go, and she slipped and went down, and then the ball went out of bounds.
Ball goes inside to Evanson. Abigail pump fakes, gets it back to Janes. Hallie thought about the three, little hesitation, gives now. Open three, Knutson on the way, off the front rim, rebound inside to Sorensen. Under 30 to go, shot clock is off here in this third quarter of play.
When you're behind by 10, would you hold for one shot still?
I'd go with about 20, see what the defense gave me, and then go from there, is what I would do. Maybe give yourself a chance for an offensive rebound. Ball goes to Sorensen up top, swing it at Jensen, pump fake. Jensen gets into the paint, spins, left-handed shot, nearly gets it to go. Orth taps it right to herself, back up and in. Big basket with under 5 seconds to go. Janes has got it with 2, with 1. Hallie from midcourt falls short. That ends quarter number 3. Carbon 44, Richfield 36. Fourth quarter action next here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, ETV, and KSLSports.com.
As tax season once again approaches, remember Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield. Kimball & Roberts will save you time and stress this year when they file your state and federal taxes. The tax professionals at Kimball & Roberts know and understand all the new tax codes and lingo, so you don't have to. They can also help you find deductions and credits that you may miss. Skip the stress and headache and visit Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield or call 896-6488.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. 44-36, Richfield by 8 heading into this fourth quarter. Rick, was a good quarter for the Wildcats, extended that lead a little bit. Carbon hanging tough, though. Still within reach.
And the question is here, if you're Carbon, how long do you keep Timothy out of the game?
Yeah.
Because she's obviously one of their 2 best players.
Yeah. Orth did not pick up her third foul in that quarter. Timothy picked up her third and fourth, so we'll keep an eye on that here. Jensen with the basketball, gives right side to Ferguson, who's in. Up top, Johnson, swing left side. Sorensen pumps on the 3, gives it now. Ferguson, right wing, Johnson, corner, Jensen now. Shot clock at 18, goes right side to Sorensen. Sorensen looks to attack off the dribble. Good defense from Cameron Knutson. Back up top, Winters closes out on Ferguson. Ferguson fouled. Will shoot 2 with 7:33 to go.
Nah, I think she was passing.
I thought so too.
You think they're going to show
I
2?
saw they said 2.
No, they're going to give it inbounds down here.
I thought I saw 2 from the official. My mistake. 7:33 left.
It's not. You thought you saw that. I didn't think it was shooting.
And I didn't either. I thought she was making the pass as well. Ball goes back to Orth. Pump fake. Drive baseline. Orth takes it up. Blocked. Abby Albrecht with the block shot. My goodness. Knutson now right side in transition. Gives to the cutting Albrecht. Power dribble. Power dribble. No on the shot. Orth taps it over to Ferguson. Good recovery there inside by the Dinos.
Yeah, they let Orr kind of get bumped down here. They let Albrecht kind of get bumped on the other end. I kind of like that.
Looks to driving is Jensen up top, hands off to Johnson. Bailey will drive left side, give now to Sorensen. Knutson, almost got the steal, wrong place, wrong time in the way there.
Well, what she did, she almost got the steal, but then she reached back with her hand, and that's when she got the foul.
Cameron is going to pick up her 4th. That's a big foul for Richfield here with 6:55 to go in the game. See it side out of bounds for the Carbon Dinos.
I do think this Richfield Lady Cat team's got a little more depth than Carbon. That's my opinion.
That showed in the first half with the foul trouble. Screen here from Orth. Jensen creates some separation. Now looks to drive on Jolly, sends it out. Ferguson thought about the 3. James closes out well. Left-hand dribble from Orth, left side. Tough running shot, and she hits it. My goodness. 6-point game, 44-38, 6:32 to go.
Yeah, that was a running jump shot just inside the foul line on the left side. Beautiful shot.
Jolly with the basketball, gives it right side to Johnson. Now Janes, deep 3. No, off the front rim. Rebound Jensen. Carbon gets a stop, down 6 here. Can they cut it within 4, maybe 3? Jensen drives, walked with it. Good defense from Abigail Evanson. You see her just exclaim, yeah. Moving her feet well.
And Abby does just a terrific job of playing good defense there, of not getting the foul.
Richfield basketball, 6:07 to play here in the 4th. And a 6-point lead. Again, Richfield, Carbon averages 60 points a game, Rick. They're at 38 with 6 minutes to go. The Richfield defense been their calling card all season. Jolly goes right side to Winters. Winters pumps, gives straight away Evanson with it. The lob inside, well defended by Orth. She deflects it out. She thought it was last touched by Albrecht. It'll stay with the Wildcats.
Yeah, but it looked like the right call. A good pass down there. Orth is harder than some of the other girls to get the pass in over.
Ball goes into Evanson. Abigail with it up top. Going to give to Winters right side. Sarah lobs in. Orth, good deflection again. 11 on the shot clock.
Yeah, and Orth is reaching over that back. So you got to be very careful. Of course, she not in foul trouble probably at this point because she only got 2.
Yeah. Janes to trigger. Inside, what a pass to Albrecht. Abby splits the double team. It's blocked out of bounds by Orth. 7 on the shot clock now. Still in the same possession. 5:38 to go. Janes pounds the rock, gets it to Jolly. Jolly pumps. Up top, Evanson pumps. Deep 2 for Abigail. Buckets. Abigail Evanson for 2.
Yeah, Abby took just a dribble inside the circle, the top of the foul line, and drilled it.
Timothy back in the game with those 4 fouls. Looks to attack, left-hand dribble, runs into a crowd, spins, shoots, and scores. That's when you average 19 a game, you get creative in creative circumstances.
Yeah, she's just playing hard. That was a great move.
46-40, 5:09 to go. Evanson gives Winters top of the key. Sarah pump fakes. Gives it now to Albrecht. Free throw line extended on the right wing. Now to Janes. Howley sets her feet for 3. That ball might have gotten tipped. Tipped to, what a play. Evanson just tapped it with her hand right to Jolly. Jolly lays it in, 48-40.
Yeah, and right from the start, I'm like you. I thought maybe it got tipped a little bit. It went off the right side.
Deep 3 from Sorensen. That's strong. Rebound. Good box out by Albrecht.
And that was a long 3-point shot.
Winters in transition. Bumbles the basketball. Gives it back. Janes, 3. Right wing. Off the rim and out. Rebound to Sorensen. Couple good looks for the Wildcats. Still with an 8-point lead. Jensen looks to drive it. Spin move. Up with the left hand. No. Rebound inside to Janes. Halley right side. Skips it over to Jolly. Crosses the timeline with 4:13 to go. Evanson with it. Now back to Brielle. It's Jolly with the right hand. Bounces to Winters right side. Sarah about 30 feet out. Left hand dribble. Gives to Albrecht. Abby with it. Pump fakes. Gives to Evanson, who just hit the big jumper. Under 4 to go. A foul on Carbon. We'll see who they call this on. It'll be the first on the Dinos here in the 4th. That's on J.C. Jensen. We'll see what number that is for her 3rd. So,
yep. I've been keeping track here. Of course,
you always do a great job of that.
To miss a few.
It happens. Ball deflected out, bump. It'll be Carbon or Richfield basket. Where am I getting Jewab from? It'll be It'll be Richfield basketball. We've done a lot of games over the course of these 2 days.
Well, no one's going to argue. You do a great job.
Janes with it, side out of bounds here. Allie pumps, needs to go with it, gets to Jolly. Shot clock reset at 35 off the miss. Timothy guarding tightly is now Evanson's got it 35 feet away. Right-hand dribble for Abigail. She's going to give it to Winters. Right-hand dribble from Sarah. Gets low in the paint. Sends it back up top. Pump fake from Jolly. She'll spin. Give back to Evanson. Pumps. Abigail in the lane. Sends it over to Janes. 12 on the shot clock. Skip past Jolly. Pumps. Drives to the right. Cut off by Timothy. Sends it baseline, but no Dino touched it. It'll go back to Carbon with 3:26 to go.
The bad thing for Richfield is that really didn't end up with much of an offensive possession. The good thing, it did run nearly 35 seconds of clock.
48-40, 3:20 to go in the ball game. Dinos with possession. Jensen here comes off the screen from Orth. Bounces for Sorensen, down low Madison. She'll spin, turn, shoot, and score. Good take from Orth. 48-42, and a timeout to the Dinos. We're going to take it here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, ETV, and KSLSports.com.
Mason Machinery has MacDon's M1240 windrower that offers cab features to keep operators safe, comfortable, and productive all day long, including Ultra Glide cab suspension, a high-back multi-adjustable air ride seat, Bluetooth radio, warning beacons, and a fully adjustable steering column. The deluxe option takes it further with heated vented leather seating, power mirrors, and a 360-degree night vision to keep you cutting long after the sun sets. The M1240 is the next level of harvesting performance. Ask Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora about an M1240 for your operation.
There is an athlete in all of us that helps us accomplish the ordinary and the extraordinary. Every once in a while, we all need some help. At Sevier Valley Hospital, we are proud to care for you and our community, wherever you are in your athletic journey.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
3:07 to go here in the fourth quarter. A 6-point lead for the Richfield Wildcats over the Carbon Dinos. I think a good timeout there from Coach Carlson.
I think it was good for Richfield, too, to kind of discuss what you want to do.
Knutsen's back in with the 4 fouls, guarded by Timothy with the 4 fouls. Winters lobs inside, just too far for Abby Albrecht. Goes back to the Dinos with 2:50.
She was complaining she was held, but that pass would have never got there.
Dinos have cut this to 6. Richfield by as many as 12 in this game in the second half here. Jensen with it up top, guarded by Knutsen. Screen from Orth, Jensen for 3. Buckets! J.C. Jensen cuts the lead in half, 48-45, 2:39 to play.
Richfield hasn't got a shot the last 2 possessions.
Wildcats lost in the semis a year ago, played for a state championship and lost 2 years ago. Janes off the screen left hand, deflection by Orth, ends with Albrecht, lowers the shoulder, takes it right to the rack, beautifully done. Abby Albrecht for 2, lead back to 5, 50-45.
And when she was going, boy, she went hard, she put it in. Big basket for Richfield.
Jensen with it. That
looked
got
like
away with a double dribble. Yeah,
both you and I saw that.
Sorensen with it. Pump fakes, looks to dribble drive. And Knutsen reaches. Do they call it on Winters or Cameron here? This will be interesting. 33, or did he say, 34. Was it 34? It is 34. Cameron's night's done as Evanson checks in with the 5 fouls. And Cameron's had a great game. Too bad she fouled out.
Yeah, that's just a tough break.
Albrecht steals it on the inbounds pass. Gets it to Evanson. Abigail slows it down, crosses the timeline, under 2 to play, and a 5-point lead. Abigail's going to take it right to the rim. Now pull back out. Give to Jolly. Timeout to Coach Peterson. We'll take it here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, ETV, and KSLSports.com.
Hi, this is Eric Schmutz, president of State Bank of Southern Utah. I want you to know that State Bank is healthy, well capitalized, and we have money to lend. You should know that we have the best lending officers in the state. In fact, State Bank has been ranked the #1 medium SBA lender in Utah for the past 2 years in a row, and we're working hard to make it 3. If you have a project that we can help with or any financial need, please give us a call or stop by any of our 13 offices.
In Richfield, call 896-9287. State Bank of Southern Utah, member FDIC.
Ashley Steck at Steck Investments in Richfield is an independent local agent, meaning he can shop all available companies to find the right plan for you. Steck Investments handles pensions, 401k rollovers, IRAs, life and health insurance, Medicare supplements, drug plans, and dental plans. Call Ashley today at 435-979-0007 to find the best investment and insurance plan for you. Steck Investments, 635 North Main Street in Richfield. For all your insurance and investment needs, call 979-0007.
Welcome back on in 50-45. Richfield basketball here, minute 49 to go. This will be interesting to see how this one closes out as Janes goes back door. Lob for Albrecht. Hits her in the face. She recovers. Gives it back up top to Evanson. Swing now, Jolly. 19 on the shot clock here. Still plenty of time for the Wildcats. I like the design of the play. Just slightly off on the pass. Janes left side. Gives it up top. Winters. Sarah with a minute 34. Left hand goes inside. It's deflected and stolen. Orth with it now, guarded by Jolly. Tries to go coast to coast. Runs into the defender, pulls up for 2, no. Offensive rebound, Johnson baseline. Timeout to Coach Carlson now. Let's keep this one here, Rick, and talk a little strategy from both sides.
Kind of wild. Now, a lot of coaches like to call a timeout after they've made a basket. It depends on that. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I understand why they do that. Sometimes I think that takes momentum from you, because it allows the other team to
also
talk about what they didn't do and what they want to do. This one, though, was way different. Carbon did look out of sync there. I thought it was a great timeout.
Minute 21 to go. 5-point lead for Richfield. Defensively, what do you want to see here from the Wildcats coming out of the timeout?
Well, you want to see solid defense and certainly make Carbon work for a shot. It's early in the shot clock, and I thought Orth the last couple times when she got it in the middle, got too easy of baskets. I didn't see the backside help. So you got to have that backside help come and help.
Yeah. Minute 21 to go on our game reset. Now, Carbon's only committed 1 foul. If fouling does become a thing here late with extending the game via free throw shooting, Richfield's committed 3.
The other thing I think you'll see full court pressure put on by the Dinos. And I think you got to be expecting that.
Here we go. Minute 21 left. Dinos will have possession on the baseline here.
When the rule changes, the timeout, they get it right underneath there.
Yep. Jensen to inbound, gets it to Timothy in the corner. Short corner drive, Jolly cuts her off, gives it back to Johnson. Johnson gives to Orth now. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Madison, right side drive here from Bailey Johnson. She goes reverse, draws the foul on Janes, and 2 shots coming here for Bailey Johnson, who shoots it at 47%. Minute 9 remaining in the ball game. This can get it back to a 1-possession game. We'll see what...
Sometimes those shooting percentages can be misleading, though, if a player hasn't shot many foul shots.
Right. This one's off the back rim, back, front, and out.
That looked like it was not good, then it looked like it was good, and then it went out.
One more here for Johnson, the sophomore, in a big moment in the state semifinals. Shots up. Good. 50-46, 109, and right on cue, Rick, here comes that press. Ball into Evanson. Pump fakes with it. Hounded by Timothy. Timothy deflects it. Now get it up to Albrecht. Timothy comes from behind, and timeout to Coach Peterson right before the 10-second count.
Yeah, they let a lot of bumping go on that, so you got to kind of expect that. They're going to let you bump.
Yep. 59 seconds left in this one. It's a full timeout. Let's take it real quick. We'll be back on TeamHive.live, KSLSports.com, Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, and ETV.
I'm Dr. Winters, a general dentist in Richfield. I invite you to take advantage of our 20 years of experience when it's time to get your wisdom teeth out. We offer IV sedation so you can sleep through the procedure. We are right here in Richfield, so we are close by for all your pre- and post-operative needs. We strive to make the process comfortable, easy, and affordable. Visit wintersdental.com/wisdomteeth or call or text 435-896-6444.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
That was a great timeout by Coach Peterson.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they probably would have had a turnover on that. Abby was straddling the line.
Good pressure from Amaya Timothy. You said Carbon's going to put the pressure on here for these final 59 seconds, and they sure have. 50-46. Richfield has led since mid-second quarter, early second quarter really, and have not trailed since.
Well, they took the lead at 13-12. They've not trailed since then after 7 lead changes.
Ball almost got kicked. Evanson's got it now.
I thought it did get kicked.
Yeah. About a 30-second differential between shot and game clock. Jolly goes in the backcourt. Timothy gets it. Timeout to Carbon, and that actually could have hurt the Dinos there. My goodness.
Man, I want to see this replay again. That was
fast and furious. As Winters is going to check in now. Just
here's the replay. The ball's on the court. Scramble for it.
Timothy does have possession of it there.
I give him timeout.
Yeah. So Carbon possession down 4, 47 seconds left.
Yeah, if Richfield can play good enough defense to make it go under 35 seconds, then Richfield will have to worry about shooting.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to think about here because only one foul on Carbon too. They have several to give.
And if you're Carbon, would you want to try and shoot it before 35 seconds?
It's a good question.
Well, that's why the coaches are paid the big money.
Yeah, that's why we're sitting here and not down there.
Because the shot clock does play a little bit of factor here.
Big time.
If Carbon can get a shot up and score before 35 seconds, that means they do not have to foul.
Yep.
If it goes beyond that, they're going to have to maybe foul. They'll try and get a steal, obviously.
Take the best look you can get, is my opinion.
I like that. That's what I would say.
Yeah. Time, don't have to worry too much about it.
Still not a factor here.
Right. Timothy to inbound, 47.4 on the clock. Jolly guards the inbound. Timothy gets it into Jensen. Katie Anderson, the junior, in on the defensive side. Jolly hounding Timothy. Timothy gets in the lane, dumps it off inside. Layup missed by Sorensen. She'll get it back. Is fouled, and that'll be 2 free throws on the reach because that's the 5th team foul on Richfield with 35.6 remaining.
Well, the shot, it looked like Carbon had his easy lay-in. The ball came down, and everybody reaching for it, and there was a foul.
2 shots for Kylan Sorensen, one of their better free throw shooters at 66% on the year. First shot's up, no good. She'll get one more with 35.6 on the clock here. Again, and Carbon, not 0.6 of a second. You're going to have to foul here, Rick. Differential between shot and game clock either way. Free throw's no good. Orth taps it. Albrecht has it and is fouled by the Dinos with 33 seconds.
That's only the second foul, so that's not who'd the foul go against.
It's going to be on Maddie Orth, her 3rd. She has not picked up a foul since mid-second quarter. Janes will trigger. Get it in Albrecht. Albrecht fouled. That's 4 on Orth. Just the 3rd team foul now.
She's probably one I wouldn't want to have foul.
Now, Abby's terrific at the free throw line on the year, 66%.
Well, I mean, or the foul.
Oh, I commit the foul. I see what you're saying.
That's my take. But what do I know?
Janes to trigger. Gets it into Jolly. Jolly's hounded and fouled with 29 seconds.
Yeah, she was grabbed, and I know what they're going to want. They're going to want a flagrant, but I don't think that's going to be the call.
No. The officials say, hey, when you blow the whistle, just a reminder, need to slow it down a bit. So now the next foul will be shooting, and it'll be shooting 2. And this is the rule change this year. No more 1-and-1. It's 2 shots regardless. James
I do like it.
Gets it in to Albrecht, fumbles the basketball, and is fouled from behind. They give this, I think, to Johnson.
Well, some of the fouling's been going on. They've been let go. They anticipated that Carbon wanted to foul there. So kind of interesting the way.
4-point lead for the Dinos. Abby Albrecht goes to the free throw line.
4-point lead for the Wildcats.
For the Wildcats. Thank you. 2 big free throws here for Albrecht.
Normally I wouldn't say anything, but at this point
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did, brother. Free throw here for Albrecht, up off the back rim. One more for Abby. Stay tuned. Sunrise Engineering post-game show coming up, and that will leak. We won't even take a break, Rick Robinson. We'll go straight into the Snow College pregame show for the boys, as the second one's good. 51-46. 27 seconds remaining. Here comes Jensen across the timeline. JC with it, gives left side Orth. Madison for 3. It's up and good with 19 seconds to play. Clock continues to wind.
Didn't go get the ball. They let the ball go out of bounds. That was letting Carbon set up to put pressure.
Now it did take some time off the clock, which is interesting. Right. Down to 15.5. A 30-second timeout called here from Coach Peterson. What a shot from Madison Orth, by the way.
It was a long three-point shot. And really the game's resting on that shot. Look where she is.
That's
if that
the NBA
ball
line.
Doesn't go in, the game's probably over.
Giving the Dinos a shot here with 15.5. It wouldn't be a semifinal game without a little drama after what we had earlier between Grantsville and Emory.
There's definitely drama.
51-49. Again, the winner of this advances to the state championship tomorrow. Will take on the Emory Spartans. The loser gets Grantsville in the third, fourth place game.
Usually Hallie James has been the one to take it out of bounds. I noticed she's not. I think they want to get it in her hands.
92% on the year. I would too. Jolly to trigger. Orth smartly guarding the inbound. Pump fake from Jolly. Pump fake from Jolly. She gets it into Winters. Winters pushed and fouled with 13.7.
See, to me, this is what they tried to do away with. The hits in the heads, the pushing them down on the court.
Still going to happen.
That's why they put that in, yeah. And it's still going to happen because they really don't call it that way.
No. So free throws for Sarah.
I understand why they don't.
Sarah, 73% on the year. 2-point lead for Richfield. And there was a buzzer. Is that 5 fouls? Is that Amaya Timothy that picked up her 5th here?
13 got the foul. I showed that as her 4th.
Yeah, they're showing it's 4, so we're good here. Winters will shoot 2 with 13.7 on the clock. As the Richfield boys look on from the tunnel, Winters, cool as a cucumber, hits the first.
And this is the money ball. It goes in. I like Richfield's chances. I still like their chances, but...
You ever follow the ESPN odds tracker during a game?
Yeah.
Well, it just went significantly up here for the Wildcats. 53-49. Ball in the hands of Jensen. Under 10 seconds to go. Jensen on the right side. Pull-up triple right wing. It's off. Rebound tipped. Out to Jolly with 4, with 3, with 2, and with 1. The Wildcats are heading back to the state championship game. 53-49. After going to the state semis a year ago, Richfield with a chance at redemption will meet the Emory Spartans tomorrow night here at the SBC.
Yeah, and it was a hard-fought game for both teams. I give them credit. But in the end, I felt like Richfield's depth really was the difference.
Rick, I think that has a huge impact on these games when you're playing 3 games in 3 nights. I find it the deep teams are the ones that go far in these tournaments.
And then at the end, how big was it Winters that made those final 2 foul shots?
Yeah, Sarah Winters.
Terrific foul shooting by Sarah. All the pressure. The state tournament championship, getting in there, resting on it.
Yep.
Doesn't mean that you'll lose if you miss them, but she made both of them to cinch it.
Final score, once again, Richfield 53, Carbon 49. Up next, it's the Richfield boys and the South Summit Wildcats. It's the battle of the Wildcats, South Summit versus Richfield. We've still got our Sunrise Engineering postgame show. We'll talk plenty about the Wildcats getting back to the state championship game on the girls' side of the bracket after this break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live.